Is this fan wearing blackface at an NFL game? Or is this not blackface and this is just a kid being a fan? I don't like it. We need to talk.
Okay guys, I know nothing about sports, or I know a little bit about sports, but not enough to be a sport person. I know completely nothing about the team that I'm going to be talking about. I know a little bit about the football, that's American football, but I know nothing about NFL. I know nothing about anything. However, I know something about humanity. In this video, we are going to be looking at how a woke black guy tried to cancel a 9-year-old child for just supporting his football team, and how it got people talking. So now, a brief backstory. There was a match between Kansas City Chiefs and another team, I can't remember, and a child who likes Kansas City Chief had this on your screen. He painted his face to reflect the color, the team's color, and had a headdress. The headdress is normally worn by Native Americans, and this guy, I think it's Carrion something, people are calling him Karen, the male Karen, wrote an article on Deadspin, I believe, and it got people talking. Because the article, which is no longer on the page, was not nice at all. So let's check out people's comments. Let's check out people's reaction to the whole issue and the research that people did, and then I will come back with my commentary. And it's not going to be sugar-coated. Okay, so let's check it out.
I feel like it's my job to bring y'all at least a daily dose of fuckery. So here you go. As you can see, a typical Kansas City Chiefs fan. A little kid, dressed up real cool for the football game in support of his team. You would think that nobody would give a shit, that everybody would be happy for the kid and let him enjoy the game. No. What they decided to do is call this blackface and native headdress and try to spin it as offensive and cultural appropriation. So he didn't get the traction they wanted. And it's all over Twitter right now. What part of this is blackface? The right part or the left part? He's wearing the team colors, for sake. I hope that kid's parents gets a lawyer and sues the out of all the news outlets that are covering this shit, that are labeling this kid as a racist. They're literally trying to ruin this little ass kid's life over him supporting the Kansas City Chiefs. They're giving more about this than the Taylor Swift shit. The Kansas City Chiefs have any decency, they need to honor the kid at the next game. In fact, he needs like season tickets for the rest of his life. Because this is the type of soft ass shit that needs to stop. We can't be out here saying everything is racist. You know, the only people that got mad about this was the blackface. No native said anything about this. They don't. That's how you know that it's fuckery.
Here's proof that evil still exists in this world. Deadspin decided to write a hit piece on a young child that attended a football game, alleging that a Kansas City fan was dressed in blackface. When the writer got called out, they doubled down. There was no apology. They're literally targeting kids for attending football games. And look, they post this side profile photo so it makes it look like his entire face was painted black, when in reality, that wasn't the case at all. Here's what it looks like when you zoom in. You can see that the other side of his face is painted red. Oh, and here's another photo of the same child from the game. Look how happy this kid is to be at a football game supporting his team. And he's being attacked by left-wing extremist media group Deadspin. But thankfully, we have good people out there that are willing to call this nonsense out, including Elon Musk. Thankfully, Community Notes notated the original article by Deadspin, calling out the deception. They pointed out that the article is misleading and that the child in question had his face painted the colors of his football team. And when I started calling out this writer for his nonsense on X, he ran like a coward and blocked me. Isn't that so typical of bullies? They pick on the little guy, and when they get called out by someone their own size, they run and hide. Let me know what you think about this story in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to follow.
I'm sure by now everyone has seen this kid in blackface, right? Kansas City Chiefs, kid, headdress, blackface. What they failed to mention is this is what he actually looked like. A kid dressing up to support his favorite team, the Kansas City Chiefs. And these same people that are pissed off about this support this. This bad. This great. As a Kansas City Chiefs fan, I love it. Go Chiefs.
Listen, as a black man, this is okay. So apparently a Kansas City Chiefs fan is in hot racist water for wearing blackface and a Native American headdress during a football game in Las Vegas. And many people on X seems to be up in arms and questioning the NFL's response or lack thereof. Now the article from Deadspin argues that the NFL is not addressing racism within the league and argues that banning certain discussions and erasing history contributes to more racism. And you have people like this guy on X saying, "For the idiots in my mentions who are treating this as some harmless act because the other side of his face was painted red, I can make the argument that it makes it even worse. Y'all are the ones who hate Mexicans but wear sombreros on Cinco de Mayo." Now listen, people like him complaining are just trying to score some black points with their black friends and radicals. In no shape, way, or form is this racist. Honestly, either these people are trolling, or it's just
is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
This massive sports account on Twitter is trying to ruin this young Kansas City Chiefs fan's life after they posted this picture of him on TV and claiming that he was doing blackface. Earlier in the year, the Chiefs played the Raiders on TV, and this young man made it on the screen wearing a Native American headdress and half of his face being painted black. Now, if you were to just read the Deadspin article, they said the NFL needs to speak out against the Kansas City Chiefs fan in blackface. And ever since Elon Musk bought Twitter, community notes have become a huge thing, and it says the picture in the article is misleading. Other pictures of the child in question show the other half of his face is painted red to support the Kansas City Chiefs. And they would most certainly be right. This is what the kid looked like. This is how he dressed up for the game. Black, red, white, yellow. The Chiefs colors. He did not paint his entire face black. The fact that Deadspin is that large of a media company, almost 1 million followers on Twitter, and posted this and still haven't taken it down is insane. And the man who wrote that article is doubling down by saying this about the people that are commenting on his article about this fan. And not only did Deadspin not delete that tweet, they have reposted it so people could see it again. So you guys let me know, are they in the wrong for trying to ruin this fan's life who dressed up to support the Kansas City Chiefs?
Got some crazy updates regarding the Deadspin article that was released where they accused a 5-year-old boy of dressing in blackface to an NFL game. As you know, this boy was quickly shown on national television during the Chiefs-Raiders game with the right side of his face painted in black. Karen Phillips then took that snapshot and without doing any investigation or using any critical thought, accused the 5-year-old of being a racist. I just actually found out that the name is actually pronounced Karan Phillips. And Karan is not a chick, he's a dude, but I think the name Karen fits better for him. And Karen Phillips responded to the controversy in a now deleted tweet saying, "For the idiots in my mentions who are treating this as some harmless act because the other side of his face was painted red, I can make the argument that it makes it even worse. Y'all are the ones who hate Mexicans but wear sombreros on Cinco." And of course this now deleted tweet received one of the worst ratios ever and even prompted a response from Elon Musk calling him an unapologetic racist and a deceiver. Shame on him. And this young boy is not the first one stuck on the wrong end of Karen Phillips' insane mind. Karen Phillips wrote this article a couple years ago titled "White Fans Were Entertained by Black Athletes a Day After a Racist Killed Black People in Buffalo. This is what white supremacy looks like." And he also tweeted, "I'm from Saginaw, spent a lot of time in Flint. I've never seen this many white people in Flint in my life. It's concerning." Thankfully, a lot are calling for this young boy to sue Deadspin and Karen Phillips. Also, I received this DM from one of my followers yesterday saying, "I know the Chiefs kid. Want to know something funny? The kid is 100% Native American. I know him and his family personally. Also, he will be in the front row at the Green Bay game next Sunday in his full get-up again. No one is canceling this kid. Go Chiefs." Now, I'm not saying everything said in my DMs is 100% accurate, but you can judge for yourself. Hopefully, this is just a bump in the road for this young man who is just getting his life started. And hopefully, he becomes a very rich man from the pockets of Karen Phillips and Deadspin.
Roll it.
I have so many issues with this for if this is a child, I am so disappointed in his parents or whoever even brought him to the game. Like, it's 2023. Come on. And as someone that goes to Chiefs games on the regular, I will say that this combination is not normal. So don't think that this is Chiefs fans, because I don't know what that is, but no.
You said a whole lot of nothing. Leave the kid alone. Just leave the kid alone. Are kids not allowed to dress up anymore? Like, at all? Welcome to the cancer culture, where every little stupid thing is very sensitive. Oh no, we can't offend anyone, even if it doesn't offend anyone. Y'all on some crack. Like, y'all are the people that, like, cause people to not have, like, fun Halloween. We can't even dress up as people we like, or it's blackface, or this face, or that face, or maybe just get over yourself. Turd nuggets.
An amazing update about this woke writer who tried to get the NFL to speak out against his child for wearing blackface. And just a reminder, when people were like, hey, his face is half red, it's team colors, he said he could make a case that that's even worse. I don't even know why he brought the Mexicans into this, but is he saying that it's even worse because red, Indian, etc.? Lo and behold, this child is Native American. His mom took to Facebook to denounce this writer, and apparently his grandpappy is a pretty big deal. And to remind you all, in his article, he's like, this is why we need critical race theory. Just a reminder that this is blackface. This is white people dressing up like black people to be caricatures. This is not blackface. This is a fan very excited to participate in the game. If you are so hurt by history, don't belittle it in this kind of way. If you are so desperate to find your boogeyman of racism, you will go paranoid about every bump in the night. This man not only owes an apology to that child and his family, he owes one to the NFL as well. And his employer for how long they decide to keep him.
Here we go.
Is this fan wearing blackface at an NFL game, or is this not blackface and this is just a kid being a fan? I don't like it. We need to talk.
It's just a kid enjoying the game. We don't really need to talk, but since we're here, we might as well. But before we do, I'm going to fast forward to the end of his video where he said this.
I'm not going to blame the kid, but I'm going to blame the parents. This is just too much. There's a lot of ways to show you're a fan, but pick another way, because this just don't seem right.
The way so many people pretend to not understand the concept of intention is absolutely crazy to me. What is blackface? So blackface refers to a form of theatrical makeup or costume in which a person, typically a non-black performer, darkens their skin to create a caricature or stereotype of black people. This practice has a long history of being used in minstrel shows and other forms of entertainment in the US and other countries, particularly during the 19th and early 20th centuries. Blackface performers would often exaggerate racial features, use offensive stereotypes, and engage in mocking or demeaning portrayals of black people. These performers were deeply racist and perpetuated harmful stereotypes, contributing to the discrimination and dehumanization of black individuals. Blackface was used to reinforce negative racial stereotypes and maintain racial hierarchies. Now, please tell me how a young kid at a Chiefs game showing support for the team called the Chiefs with black and red on his face is blackface. It's not. Anytime someone puts black paint on their face who is not black does not automatically make it blackface. Let's call it for what it is. He was supporting his team. That's it. This had nothing to do with black people at all. We made it about black people. Y'all literally made a big deal out of nothing.
Here we go again. I'm telling you, these wokies will never stop. This article by Karen Phillips over at Deadspin is trash because it's fake news. The headline reads, the NFL needs to speak out against the Kansas City Chiefs fan in blackface and a native headdress. But here's the kicker. You see that photo that he used in this article? Yeah, that's only one half of his face. Guess what happens if you actually look at this fan, who, by the way, is a child? Oh, he has his face painted black and red because those are the colors of the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm telling you, the wokies will not stop until everything is destroyed that is culturally relevant in American society. For years, the wokies wanted to get rid of the Washington Redskins, and they finally succeeded. But did you know that those same wokies also want to get rid of the name of the Kansas City Chiefs? Because the Chiefs is apparently offensive. Here's the thing that's always bugged me. Now, I grew up in Devil's Lake, North Dakota, just 10 miles outside of the Spirit Lake Reservation. So I grew up and a large percentage of my friends are Native American. Never once did I hear a single one of my friends complain, and in fact, they would wear Chiefs and Redskins gear because it had Native American icons on the actual logos. The last thing that really bugs me is that this author, Karen Phillips, on his X account, has it set that you can't reply unless you follow him and he follows you back. So this guy's man enough to go and attack a child who's a fan of the Kansas City Chiefs, but not man enough to take any criticism of people pointing out like, hey dude, this kid isn't wearing blackface. These wokey Marxist commies are never going to stop. Only thing that we can do is just ignore them, like we should have done the entire time anyways.
Hand up, hand up. I messed up. Behind me is a Chiefs fan. On Sunday, I took this photo from the CBS broadcast and said he was wearing a blackface and a headdress. What I did not do was let more things come out about that photo, as the other side of his face was red. And in regards to the headdress, it has come out that he is Native American. His grandfather is part of the Chumash tribe and a member of the Santa Ynez band of Chumash Indians. I have since taken down this TikTok, and the apologies should be as loud as the accusation. So here's my TikTok saying I am sorry, and also I am an idiot. I should have been better than this and should not have just reacted to the screenshot.
At all.
The story is not as simple as just something on the TV, and as somebody who preaches that, I should have done that. And to those of you who are calling me out, I'm completely fair game. More than fair game. That's how this goes. And, like I said, I should have been better, and I deserve all the backlash. As an apology, I'll be reaching out to the family and asking if this fan wants a new jersey or some form of Chiefs memorabilia. But again, I apologize. I got it wrong. And I hope everybody that saw the original video will also see this.
There's nothing funnier than this viral photo, because they tried to ruin a 6-year-old's life when it turns out he was just a big Chiefs fan from a Native American tribe. You got videos like this of the Chiefs players spotting him at their last game and cheering him on, and as a response, thousands of Chiefs fans plan on painting their faces black and red for their next game.
Now, like I said, I don't really know much about sports, but one thing I do know about sports is that fans can really get excited. Fans can really go out to support their team. I once worked at a football stadium. I was one of the hospitality staff. So I worked at Derby Football Stadium, and I saw how people can be passionate. How people are passionate about sports, even though I'm not a sport person. So I understand how people can do a lot of things to support their team. Now, I know for sure that most sport fans, whether football, yes, I'm Nigerian, so we call soccer that you guys call soccer, football, whether American football, whether rugby, cricket, any sport per se, fans usually paint their faces. They paint their faces the color of the team. So if the Nigerian team that they are supporting, they will do white, green, and if it's Ghanaian, they will do black, yellow, red, and green. So him painting his face black and red is not a big deal, because I actually checked out some pictures of the Kansas City Chiefs fans, and I saw that the painting of faces black and red, and even wearing the headdress, is part of their mascot or whatever, their team supporting outfit. So it's not a big deal. Oh, fun fact, I found out that Taylor Swift's current boyfriend is actually part of Kansas City Chiefs. I've just been hearing drivers, NFL, this, and Taylor Swift. I didn't even know that was his team. So, fun fact. Anyway, moving to the headdress. Now, like I said, I checked out some of the pictures of fans supporting the Kansas City Chiefs, and I saw that they wear that. I think when they first developed the team, when they first formed the team, I think they formed it with reverence to, or try to give reverence to the Native Americans. That's why the chief. Now in Nigeria and in Africa we have chiefs. So and remember, in most African countries there are different tribes, so each tribe will have different chief headdress or wearing, but Native Americans, that is their chief. Any which way, so I think maybe when they were formulating, or maybe they were forming the team, that was what was in the mind of the original team founders or whatever. So I guess that's why they used to wear that. Now people are trying to call it cultural appropriation. Oh Lord. Oh Lord, I'm tired of that word, cultural appropriation or cultural appropriation. I'm tired, because I don't know when that nonsense started. Like when I was younger, we used to watch like Bollywood movies and the rest, and I used to dream of how I would wear a sari and everything. And then I'm older, I think, oh, if I go to India, I will buy a sari, I will wear it. If I have an event and I want to wear something nice or different, because I liked how it used to make the female body look, and I just liked how it was. I was really into Bollywood. Then you come and see people shouting, hey, cultural appropriation, cultural appropriation. The thing irritates me, honestly, because there was one particular time in Nigeria, if we're having a wedding, we have something called Asoebi. So everybody wears a particular color or particular material. You sew it into a style or something, anything that you're comfortable with, and then you wear gele. Now, there was a particular video, there was a particular wedding. I think the groom was Caucasian, the wife was Nigerian. So definitely they did a Nigerian wedding, and then in that wedding they gave the Caucasian people that attended gele. That's our headgear. I think somebody tied it for them, even though they were wearing some English wear. They just wanted them to feel part of the family so that they don't look odd. And these guys were wearing it and dancing, and then some people just started, oh, why are they wearing it? There was so much noise. They were insulting the Caucasian guests, and Nigerians had to be like, excuse you, this is part of our culture. We like it like that. I am positive that the family gave them and even helped them to tie the gele. So what is wrong with you guys and all the shouting cultural appropriation and the rest? It was so annoying. A lot of Nigerians were very, very angry because they turned what was supposed to be a nice and happy thing to something, a lot of things. A lot of times, if we have Caucasian friends or family, if there's an interracial marriage, even if there's no interracial marriage, if I have a friend that is of another culture and I'm getting married and I want Asoebi and I want them to wear African or Nigerian wear, my other race, my friends from other race will wear it. You will wear it, and you will have to be part of the family. So you're gonna wear it. So it's something we do. It's not a case of anything, but the way everybody is just doing. So if I want to wear Korean dress, bahala. If I want to wear Indian dress, bahala. If I want to wear Japanese dress, bahala. Now you can't even wear, if you even say you want to eat food now, somebody will say something else. The whole thing is just annoying. Okay, that aside. Now, they eventually found that even if the headdress is a problem, it's a cultural appropriation. The boy is even from Native American distinct culture. So now you people look very stupid, very, very stupid, because the boy has Native American blood. You that is shouting cultural appropriation, you're not even from the culture. That's so annoying. The people that I noticed that shout this cultural appropriation, 9 out of 10 times, they are not even from that culture that is shouting. The people from that culture are not shouting, they have no problem. But 9 out of 10 is somebody, one outsider, that they don't even, the thing is making me angry, that you don't even know from Jupiter, that will just jump inside and cause commotion. What is it? Now the boy is Native American. His grandfather is even on the board of Native American whatever. So now, how stupid do you look like? Because you want to sound woke. I'm not woke. Because the less things that people do when they say they are woke, woke was supposed to be you are aware of things and you're able to do better. But apparently wokeness now is something else. People just want to talk, look for trouble where there's no trouble. 9 years almost destroyed his life. Now they said the parents of the boy have sent a message or a mail or whatever, sent a letter to the Deadspin, the publication, and the man Carrion, I don't know. Anyway, they sent a letter to him asking them to apologize, retract, whatever. I checked the publication, the link. I saw the link somewhere. I clicked on it. They were just saying rubbish, because at the end of the day, they are taking down the original article, but they were just trying to excuse and look for a way. We were not saying that. We were just talking about racism-ish. Any which way, I hope they sue him. Sue him, collect the money for that boy's college. Collect, if they have other children, collect money for the other children's college fees. Collect it. Sue him, sue that Deadspin. They will be dead. Sue both of them. Collect money that you will use and pay for the boys' college. High school money guaranteed. College guaranteed. Set up guaranteed. That boy will not enter any debt to go to college. His siblings will not enter debt to go to college. Collect it, because if you are looking for problem where there's no problem, whatever you see, you see. Any which way, that is my own opinion. It would be nice to hear your own opinion. If you have any contrary opinion to what I've said, please leave it in the comment section. If you agree with what I've said, please leave it in the comment section. I would love to read your thoughts. I would love to see your comments. I would love to read about it. I would love to understand what you think about the whole situation. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not yet subscribed and you like videos such as this, please consider subscribing by clicking on the red button that says subscribe, and don't forget to click on the bell notification icon by the side so that you're notified anytime I upload videos. Now, with all that said, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.